Hello, Steins!
How are you guys?
I have a penguin shirt.
It's true. It's true, she does.
It says, hug me, please, I'm cold.
It's adorable.
It makes everyone want to hug me.
It's true. Especially this guy. See?
He just wants to hug me all the time anyway.
Yeah. So, hi. We decided that we wanted to do a dual recording this time. At the expense of having a boring stationary video. Except that if we really want... Yeah, it is grainy. If we really wanted to... I think it's funny. My phone has a better camera than my computer does. That doesn't make much sense.
Well, it might be the program that we have to record it in.
Well...
iMovie's not working.
So
it
we're
hates
using
his camera.
Photo booth.
To record a video.
I don't understand. But yeah, if we really wanted to get up and move, I could just unplug the computer and walk around with it.
It's true.
But that would be weird.
It's not like you're not a weird guy anyway.
Thanks. Thanks.
We miss you.
Yes.
We want to see you guys again.
Yes.
Please.
Like March 71st. No, it's too far away. This summer. How about this summer? Sometime this summer we will make the For the Steins meeting occur. And my wife is cold.
No, I was sitting on the blanket and it hurt.
Oh. Because blankets are hard. And square-edged.
I'll make you sit on the blanket.
I'll sit on the blanket.
All folded up and with like weird edges.
I'm currently sitting on my foot.
Yeah, well, you're weird. I don't have as much to say.
I don't really have all that much to say either. I mean...
work is hard and getting harder.
Harder all the time. It's dumb.
It gets more and more stressful every single day. It doesn't help that everyone is quitting in the deli.
Yeah.
We're down to... first shift is me. And of course not all these people are scheduled every day because we can't be. But first shift has myself, Sandy, Edith, and Tia. Four people.
That's for the whole thing, cold side and hot side, right?
Yeah.
It's not enough people.
Sometimes Gail, but she's supposed to do cheese wall, so we have to pull her from what she's supposed to be doing to come help in deli sometimes. Second shift has Katrina when she bothers to show up. See?
I am no longer sitting on my foot. Mm-hmm. At least not in the same way. I'm still sitting on my foot.
So Katrina when she bothers to show up. Mary when she shows up. Ed.
In the bottle room, it's just me.
And
it continues to be just me. I have no idea.
No, you don't. Sometimes Gail when they schedule her for second shift instead. And... that might be it right now. Maybe... because Destiny got fired because she didn't show up and didn't call for several days. Kim got fired because she kept not showing up.
You want to keep your job, you better show up. That's the lesson I'm taking from this.
So there are 7 people for the entire day. 8 if you include our team leader, who usually is over in bakery anyway. And yeah, 8 people to run the deli. And we have a third shift person. But that doesn't really help us. She doesn't know. So, yeah. 8 people to try and run an entire deli all day. It doesn't work.
I found this weird thing.
It is
it's
weird.
all weird and spirally and stuff.
Don't know what it's for.
It was sitting on the bench. So yeah, work is
terrible,
hard, and Rachel and I go back and forth between telling each other that we want to be done, and the person who's not saying that is the person who's saying, well, we need to stick it out for a little bit longer.
If we ever both really feel like quitting on the same day, we're going to be in trouble.
They're going to get simultaneous 2 weeks notices, and that's the good outcome. The bad outcome is they're going to have their... Anyway, we've been doing this community group thing through our church for a couple months now. Well, we've only met like 5 times.
We haven't met very often.
There's supposed to be, like people in our relative, like, life stages. So it's supposed to be, young married people. And instead, it's basically just the facilitator couple and us. So, I mean, they're awesome people, and we spend time with them. Usually Saturday nights. Now I think we're moving to Sunday nights. And they're the closest thing to companionship of peers that we can get in physical proximity.
And they're not peers.
No.
They have a 12?
They had,
is he 10? 12?
I think he's 13.
13.
13-year-old son and a 16-year-old adopted daughter who's Russian. And I have never seen her.
Shy.
I have never seen her.
I have.
I have heard her. I've seen her out of the corner of my eye, but I've never actually seen her.
I saw her the first night we went because she was vacuuming when we came in. And I've seen her, I think, one other time. You usually don't even hear her.
They're kind of a fascinating family, by the way, because the dad is from Australia.
Yeah.
The mom is from Minnesota?
Iowa.
It's from the real Midwest. Not this sham of a Midwest we call Michigan and Ohio. And like I said, they adopted their daughter from Russia, and their son is their son. Yeah. So, and he plays Minecraft all the time. Like they've got a photo gallery that runs on their TV sometimes, and most of it is his pictures of Minecraft stuff, which was interesting.
And they have 3 dogs.
3 dogs. Yeah. When we first met the dogs, they were all about the same size. There's the 2 older dogs and the 1 puppy. But now, the puppy is about 3 to 4 times as big as the other 2 dogs.
Because the other 2
and still a puppy.
Yeah, still a puppy. Because the other 2 are what? Dogs, are they?
They're a mix of poodle and something. I think they're all poodle.
I thought they were miniature poodles or something, like toy poodles or something.
Yeah, but they're not just poodle.
Oh, and there's
something else. Yeah.
Okay. But they're small. They're little lap dogs.
Except for Ozzy. Ozzy is not a lap dog. Aussie is...
She's a poodle Labrador mix. I remember what Aussie is. She's a poodle Labrador mix, so she's big.
But she still acts like she's the smaller, lowest on the hierarchy compared to the other two dogs. So it's really funny because you have these two dogs who are just tyrannizing this huge dog.
She doesn't realize she's bigger than them. She is scared of them. She thinks she's still smaller than them. She acts like she's still really small in size. She hasn't realized, and she's apparently really scared of big dogs too. So
my dad's palindromic now is how he tells it. He's 55. And his friend Eric is 44 or turning 44.
Yes.
So they're palindromic pals.
He is 44 because his birthday isn't until...
And when you add them together, they're still palindromic because they're 99. My dad loves numbers, in case you couldn't tell. I feel like I am the shadowed half of this relationship. Maybe it's because I am not vampire shaded.
He's calling me really pale.
You can see her face. Her features are there, except for when I cover them with my hand. My features are not so there because shadow and beard and glasses. Maybe I should sit up. Maybe that'll help. And suddenly...
And if I leave the frame,
that's
so
weird.
I'm not casting a shadow on your face.
That must have been fun to watch. Cool stories. We have a lot of cool stories. By that, I mean we don't really have very many cool stories.
We haven't done much.
We go to work and we come home. We don't even adventure when it comes to dinner because we're living with my parents and they make dinner or figure out what dinner is.
It's hard to be adventurous with dinner because... Lily.
Lily.
Ew, I don't
Lily
like that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Ew. What? Why are we having that?
Because she's 10.
So everything is disgusting.
And, yeah. Ari doesn't make a big deal because that's the kind of teenager she is.
Yeah.
Is the don't make a big deal about anything teenager.
She's like, I don't like that.
I'll probably eat it anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. Which is funny. Are you having fun playing with the lighting?
I don't know if that's actually doing anything with the camera, but it was kind of fun to mess around with, to be honest.
Contrast. Brightness. Brightness. Brightness is the word I'm looking for.
Brightness.
Brightness.
Brightness. Darkness, then redness, then redness. Can I do that with this camera?
Oh,
I'm going to try. Darkness, then darkness, then blueness. Blueness, then
normalness.
normalness. Darkness, then blueness, then normalness. Darkness, then redness. Redness. White. No, whiteness was like
it was
an
brief.
instant. Darkness, then blue and redness. Gladness.
Darkness, then redness, then white. No. We can't get whiteness. We can get blueness, though. We can get... Blueness is close, right?
You know what's kind of close to darkness than redness than whiteness? This mouse. It's got darkness and pinkness and whiteness. Eh? Eh?
He tried.
I try. Have I shown you guys my squishy? This is my new squishy. Don't eat my squishy. Why did I move it towards your mouth as if to let you eat my squishy and then tell you not to eat my squishy? Incidentally, Rachel's shirt is kind of an inverted darkness than redness than whiteness. Because it's more of a redness than darkness than whiteness than adorableness than explosions.
Potatoes.
Potatoes? No. Potatoes are not a part of this conversation. This two-way conversation that we can't hear your half of.
These awkward pauses they're just your chance to respond to us.
Of course, yes.
It's not because we're running out of things to say, it's because we're having a conversation with you and we're just listening.
Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. So, I'm enjoying doing Whim. I've had fun with the last several weeks, though this week felt like a cop-out because I feel like it's a cop-out whenever I try to do versed poetry. I did haikus. It was like a set of 4 haikus as a poem. They weren't even very good haikus, but they were haikus because it gave me something to structure the poem with. But been doing that, been doing the writing thing with the guys.
I want a cat. Continue on.
I won the first week. And the second and third week are kind of blending together because we haven't had much time. This week went by really fast. And I know Rachel and I were planning on making this video like last week, or maybe even the week before. But busyness and also finding the time to not have anyone around so we can make a video like this. Because we wanted to do the 2-person video. Because that's even more exciting and upping the ante. Because one-upping each other is definitely something we're doing.
Obviously.
Yes. And so maybe if we could just boost technology to the point where Rachel and I can have a FaceTime-ish conversation on our phones in 2 separate locations and record both of those and have them play at the same time for you guys. Could be like a 3-way conversation.
Oh man. Now that's getting complicated.
Maybe we wouldn't do that. Maybe sometime we'll have like a Skype chat or a Google chat where we will actually have a 2-way conversation where we can both hear each other. Because that would be awesome.
That's just silly. Why would we do something that makes sense?
Well, for one thing, we could propose a topic and then discuss the topic between us instead of coming up with random things to talk about and then talking about them until the topic is exhausted. Oh my goodness, I love Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are probably my favorite snack.
I don't have a face anymore.
It's true. You're just this kind of terrifying black ball, actually, with hands. It's disturbing me and I want it to stop. I want your face back. I want your face. She wants a cat. She also wants a baby. I've told her that she will be getting a baby for every time she tells me she wants a baby. That's a lot of babies.
Every time I've told him I want a baby. Not every time I tell him from the time he told me that.
hundreds of babies. 400 babies!
No.
And they'll all run like Kenyans!
I don't want them to be deported back to Kenya!
But, so in lieu of having a baby, because we can't have a baby yet, unless God's like, baby! Then we'll be having a baby. Because, okay, God, I'm sorry. In lieu of a baby, she wants a cat. But we also can't get a cat because this isn't our house. And we occupy a very small portion of the house itself.
That is totally not the only reason you won't let me get a cat.
No, it's not. But that's the best reason to give right now.
But there's a cat we could get. We could get Flynn.
And where will we keep Flynn in this place?
We don't have to keep Flynn until we have a place of our own.
Then where would Flynn be in the interim?
They have someone who's fostering him until, like, July.
She's going to make me get this cat. She loves this cat. She's only basically seen pictures of this cat, and she loves this cat.
He's really, really cute. I want the cat. Your cat's really cute, too. Zeke is really adorable. I like kitties.
We're cat people. I mean, dogs are good too, but cats are prettier. Especially since apparently this cat thinks he's a dog. Or she. He.
He'll play fetch.
Apparently. She tells me this. I don't know why I'm nodding like she's saying something that I know and told her.
Well, I mean, that's what Matt said. Matt says he plays fetch and will roll over. I want this cat.
So, if we end up with a cat, I'm going to have my foot in my mouth because of how many times I've told her that I don't want pets, we're not getting pets. And this should come as no surprise, but I don't want to get a pet. But if it's get our own place and have a pet, or be stuck here working the jobs we're working and everything without a pet, I think I'd be okay with the pet.
We're making progress.
It's kind of like that episode of Gravity Falls where he has to give up on keeping Wendy from dating the one dirtbag so that his sister can get her precious pig, Waddles. So deep. No. Gravity Falls is a great show, by the way. It's one of those Disney cartoons that's like really good, like Phineas and Ferb.
I'm still up in the air about it.
I love it. It's awesome. It's like Adventure Time, only less insane.
I'm still up in the air about Gravity Falls. I'm kind of...
That's a joke. I know you're not meaning it as a joke, or you might not be meaning it as a joke, but being up in the air about Gravity Falls... I'm sorry, it's funny.
I can make a scrunched up face.
Yeah, you can't see the wrinkles on her nose with this camera. Get closer to the camera so they can see the wrinkles on your nose.
No!
Yes! Do it! Go! Wrinkle your face.
I can't when you're making me laugh.
Maybe this double conversation thing
was a terribly wonderful idea.
Yes. Yeah, you can kind of see the wrinkles. Kind of.
wants me to be old and wrinkly.
No, I just think it's cute when you wrinkle your face up like that. I don't want you to be old and wrinkly yet. When you're 60 or 70 years old, I don't think I want you to look like this. Especially if it means you're bald. And she fish faces.
At least I didn't duck face. So, I'm glad you guys found a different place that works for you.
Yeah, that story was...
crazy. It was like, really?
My thing that I always say is that I would get violent. It's never happened. I've had stuff happen to me, dumb stuff happen to me before, where if someone else was telling me the story, I would say that I'd get violent, but I haven't gotten violent. So I think it's just a thing that I say, but it made me mad, and I'm glad you guys are in a good place now. A better place. And I'm glad you can walk to work. I wish we could walk to work, because...
Yes. And also drive.
I don't know how expensive gas is where you guys are right now, but this weekend, it's $3.95 for gas. It's gross.
That's $395, not $3.95.
Yes, $395
for a gallon.
A gallon. We're dead broke. We owe Shell money. Lots of money. Shell actually bought our student loans. We owe them so much money from gas. So we can so that we can get to work and make a fraction of that. We actually want to calculate how much money is going into gas, and eventually at this trend, it'll come to a point where it's no longer cost effective to drive to the job. It would be less expensive to live on not working. But we're just playing with that. I get distracted because this is photo booth we're recording on, and so it's got a string of our last few pictures that were taken, and one of them is a distortion picture with me with my mouth open right in the center so that my mouth is huge. It's like that big on the screen, and Rachel's face is like so. That was our recreation of the picture. Slightly less ridiculous. And the one before that is a Picasso face of me, which is kind of funky. And then the one before that is the one where there's one of me and two of Rachel. There's one of Rachel on either side.
That's right. How long do we have to make this video to one-up them?
This has to be a 40-minute video, though maybe it can just be a half-an-hour video because there's two of us. But I feel like we can milk another 10 minutes out of this.
I think so.
We just gotta figure out what to say.
The last 10 minutes could just be pure silence. but maybe not.
Have you seen the extended look at Iron Man 3? I don't think Rachel's seen it. It's really funny. I'm going to have to show her that after we're done trolling you guys.
Troll!
But it's an extended look. Maybe even an extensive look at Iron Man 3. And it's fantastic. So you should look that up because
puppies.
Puppies are not why.
Kitty.
Nope, not kitties either.
I got to. You heard him. You heard him. He said maybe. Maybe to a cat. It was a very...
I didn't say anything.
It was a very little maybe. But it was there. Which is more than the outright never that I usually get. We're making progress. Maybe by time. Maybe we'll get this cat.
That sounded like not a euphemism, but like getting the cat is a symbol for something else. Maybe we'll get this cat. Are you going to turn into a terrifying black blob again?
Maybe. What? No. Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Is it really that scary?
It made me think of Slender Man.
No, this is just ridiculous. It's not really scary.
Do that too.
Hey, honey, you got a haircut.
I got 2 haircuts. It's been so long since I've had long hair. I'm not actually complaining. I feel like I'm growing into this hair length. And maybe, just maybe, this beard.
Even though earlier today he told me he might be shaving it off soon.
I was thinking about it. I don't know. I'm trying to weigh whether being annoyed at how itchy the beard is worse than how quickly it would grow back if I shaved it off and then continued life as usual, because I don't have time to shave in the morning before work, because we get up and I get dressed and everything and I get like 60% of the stuff ready while Rachel gets ready for work, and then we go.
It's true. And he's being really nice to me by saying 60%.
Yeah. I just wanted to give a percentage that I knew wouldn't get me in the doghouse.
It's probably like 80%, at least. Depending on the morning.
If there's shoveling to do, I gotta do the shoveling, though my dad usually helps with that. No! It went to... the screen went, screensaver. You haven't done anything for forever. I was like, guys, I am talking to my friends.
Creeper! Boom!
And that's why we need a cat.
Yes! I win! We're getting a cat.
Are you witnessing the blackmail via Minecraft that is happening to me right now? If I want to protect my wife from creepers, I have to go into the wilds of the jungle with a raw fish and chase around an ocelot for hours until it finally comes to me and I feed it. And I repeat until it decides to follow me home as our cat. And then my wife will finally be happy. Because the creepers will go away. But the Endermen will not be driven away.
Unfortunately. Because Endermen are also creepy.
We watched through...
Endermen make me scream.
It's true. And freak me out when you scream.
We watched the end of.
No, we watched through the majority of my face punch videos from when I was doing my daily blogging. They were all really silly, and I feel like a ham. Not a honey glazed ham.
You don't taste like ham. Honey glazed or otherwise. Yes, I just did that.
Come here. Come here.
Oh, good, he kissed me. I was afraid you were gonna lick my cheek. This summer, we should see the Steins.
Yes, we should see you guys this summer.
Or maybe before that. Maybe sometime between getting... What are you...
I'm itching my toe. It itches and it tickles to itch it. Okay. The tortured life I live.
Maybe sometime between us going, like, deciding the moving things and actually moving.
Be like, Steins! We are here to hang out with you.
No notice, just, we're here.
We will stalk your apartment, find out where you live, and come to you wearing cloaks and wielding dag swords. We will be like, we have come.
But we'll come with extra dag swords.
Yes. We will toss them to you, and there will be an epic battle, after which we will have white chicken chili.
White chicken chili.
And watch something fantastic, like Wreck-It Ralph or Up. And then play Minecraft together.
That sounds like a plan. Boom! Because we don't have a cat. Oh wait, but you guys have a cat, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Because the creepers won't follow us at your place.
Is Nate a creeper?
Is he exploded?
Well, he did have that one dream where everyone's head exploded. His last. And he's kind of driven away by cats.
His allergy.
Because he's allergic to them. So if we came home with a bunch of cat hair, creepers wouldn't bother us. But then, again, neither would Nate. And that would be sad.
This is one of the reasons he doesn't want a cat.
It's true.
It's for his cousin's sake. Is it just me or is it getting grainier?
Our lives are getting grittier. Noir. Close. We are close. This one time, actually it was one very specific time, we were waiting to cross the border back into the US from Canada on our way to last year of college, senior year of college. We actually sang through the entire 100 bottles of X on the wall. I think it was Mountain Dew, wasn't it?
I don't like Mountain Dew.
It was root beer?
Could have been root beer. Or Coke. Could have been Coke.
I felt like it was White Out Mountain Dew or something. Maybe it's because I was drinking a White Out Mountain Dew.
Maybe.
But yeah, we sang through the whole thing. We made it through the whole thing before we crossed the border.
We actually slowed down.
Yeah.
so that we didn't sing through it too quickly.
It was nuts.
I think we also paused once or twice to have conversation.
Yeah. It was nuts. We made a harmony and everything, too. Like, we were harmonizing together, turning it into a dirge.
15. We were crying.
You're on the wall.
We cried. We laughed. We cried.
Take one down, pass it around. No more bottles of beer on the wall. It moved me, Bob. And with that, I think we have taken up enough of your time.
Yes!
And we are going to let you guys recover from this experience and hope for something equally ridiculous in return. We love you guys very much. And God bless you and your faces. And the peace off and the peace in and the peace around. And may the Forsmans be with you soon.
May the Forsmans be with you.
It makes a spade, but if I turn it upside down, I can maybe... No, I can't make it a heart.
I can.
Make it a heart. Make it a heart for them. Give them hearts.
It's hard to when I can't be in the frame.
Give them a heart.
Heart. See? It's a heart.
Heart. I am reaching through Rachel's heart.
Okay, that's just creepy.
No,
okay, you thought my blob thing was creepy.
It was creepy. Oh no.
It's okay. No, you're not creepy. You're not creepy.
Okay.
Here, just make a normal heart. Just make a normal heart.
I can't see anything. It's so dark and
I know! It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
It's dying on us. It doesn't like us anymore. It's like, stop videoing.
The light is dying. I was thinking I might want daylight played at my funeral. Anyway.
Bye.
Bye. Before the darkness comes and consumes us all. Bye.
Bye.